player grows up dreaming about. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And the Cowboys hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, if you're going to win a national championship, when you get to third downs, you've got to find a way to convert. And here on this opening drive, it's exactly what this offense has been able to do. This time on the ground, keep those sticks moving. Bringing
pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Fields. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball was spotted about the 31. The Cowboys pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Catch made inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kirk.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Back behind the quarterback, lined in the pistol. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. but here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Important second down play coming up. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's locked. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. With the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. 7th play of the drive coming up. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, control the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is,
powerful running into the secondary. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, blinding scoring drive.
And think about this is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking for some space. It's Fields. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Try and muscle for the 1st down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. He'll hand it off. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Cowboys offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That is a big play, finally brought down to the 44. And the Cowboys come up to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cowboys pick up enough yardage for a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him
into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
They add the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. Here's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Runs through the defender. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. It was held to a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. Here's a 1st down, not wasting any time after that conversion on 4th. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. And he lofts one deep over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Still no answer for this offense. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Looking downfield, it's White. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out here. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Auburn. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it off to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Looking downfield, it's White. Defense is coming after him. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
Here's the option play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. That puts them on top in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Auburn. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Oh, my gosh. He loved to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the catch. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys come to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw over the middle. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. How about this on 1st and goal? Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On the move, looking deep, and the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Buying time, moving to his left. And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the returner will be brought down. Cowboys offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He's back to throw again on second down. Lets it go quickly. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
The Cowboys pick up enough yards to move the sticks. No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Cowboys. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. This has become a scoring fest in the second half. Looks like the last team with the ball is going to win it. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on third down. Sets up a fourth down now.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Oklahoma State offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Cowboys looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Breaks free. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Crosses the 10. And he steps out at the 3. Couldn't quite make the end zone, but a great pick.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. The Cowboys hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to scramble. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. This offense really clicking. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one possession game, Kurt. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Now they get set to kick it away. This one will be fair caught. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. And the wideout goes in motion. First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Lets it go. Catch fade on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving, but there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Back to pass. It's White. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll just get rid of it.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. You kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer.
The field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Oklahoma State offense is back out on the field. and not get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly out of the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Had a nice drive going here, but now it's 3rd down and long. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he knocks that one right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Getting set to kick off after extending the lead with the field goal. The offense knows they have a long way to go and not much time to get there. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. Cowboys offense is back out on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And that's exactly what you do as a wide receiver late in a game like this. You make the catch, you pick up yards for a first down, and you get out of bounds. And with no timeouts, that's critical.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after they didn't completion on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining play.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his back. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Auburn Tigers.